Meanwhile, memorial services for the late, great Muhammad Ali begin today. The iconic Ali died last week at the age of 74. Ali, in fact, though, had helped to plan his own funeral, which begins again with a prayer service at noon Eastern today. The event was ticketed for free, I might add, and all 16,000 of those tickets were quickly distributed. Our David Begnaud is outside now of Freedom Hall in Louisville, Kentucky, where the prayer service will be held. And David, what is the latest then from Ali's hometown?
Josh, it's called a janaza, and it is the prayer service. We're told it will only be around a few minutes, but people are already inside. In fact, they started lining up early this morning. We saw about 200 in front of the Freedom Hall here in Louisville. This, by the way, is where Muhammad Ali fought his last fight in the Louisville area. And so it has significance for his family and for the community, the people. You know, this is the native son. This is the favorite of Louisville. But this prayer service, Josh, is also happening at a time of Ramadan, which is the holiest month for Muslims. And so a lot of Muslims are traveling from around the world, not only to honor what Muhammad Ali was as an athlete and a humanitarian, but for many people, this is also something of a pilgrimage, a sacred time to be here. We're told that it will start around noon. Again, the prayers will last only a few minutes, and it is open to all faiths and denominations. Anyone is welcome. You do not have to simply be Muslim in order to attend. The tickets were free, by the way. They gave them away. You just had to show up and get one. And so it will start at noon. This is really the only event of the day. Tomorrow there will be the procession through Louisville as it passes by significant areas in Muhammad Ali's life, and of course the memorial, which will happen tomorrow afternoon.
And David, it was certainly a complicated relationship between Muhammad Ali and his hometown, although it had been a relationship that had certainly come full circle in the end. He will go to his grave a very proud son of Louisville. What are your overall impressions of the town as it again prepares to mourn what it's lost?
I'll tell you this, Josh, when you are a student of Muhammad Ali's life and you read up and you reflect back, there are controversial periods, there are negative periods, and of course there is so much that is positive. For someone who wasn't of that era, perhaps a young person in their 20s or even their 30s who looks back, you kind of gloss over some of the tough times, and all you remember is that household, the greatest, the guy who was the best boxer ever. And when you watch television here in Louisville, I am struck by how beloved he is. I guess it's expected for a lot of people, but they are pulling out all the stops. I mean, everything. You know, it has been all about Muhammad Ali this entire week. And as we move into the events tomorrow and dignitaries come, political leaders, celebrities, faith leaders, and just regular Joes, regular people from Austin who drove through the night to be here, a man from England who showed up but didn't get a ticket and was devastated. You come to realize the relevance he meant to people of different periods. You know, if you're 70 years old, you have different stories. If you're 20, you don't know the stories, but you know he was apparently a big deal. Josh, I left on a plane from Miami yesterday, and Lennox Lewis and Don King were behind me. And I heard some singing, and I turned around, and it was Don King, and he was waving flags, and we were about to get on the plane. And he looked at me, and I introduced myself, and he said, he shouldn't have died, he shouldn't have died, he had more to fight. And so you have those people who come heartbroken, but also somewhat reluctant to accept what is, that Muhammad Ali is gone.
Indeed. It must have been quite a flight. It will be quite a service today, and I know you will be with us throughout the day today and tomorrow, again, as his hometown prepares to say goodbye to its native son. Really looking forward to that as well. David Begnaud in Louisville. We appreciate it.